Hey guys. So I recently watched the World of Warcraft movie, and that reminded me of the amazing adventure I had in World of Warcraft. I used to play back in vanilla World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade, and a little bit of the Wrath of the Lich King. And there I had a amazing 6 years. So I recently just wanted to come back to the game and see what's happening with it and where the story is going. Unfortunately, my experience really only lasted around, I think, 2 to 3 hours before I got really bored of the game. In fact, within the 2 or 3 hours of playing the game, I actually got to see the majority of the content and had no longer had any desire to actually play the game. So, a lot of you might not agree with me, and a lot of you might agree with me, and judging by the subscription numbers, the decline in the subscription numbers of Warcraft, probably a lot of players will feel along the same lines as well. This video is really for those of you who feel that nostalgia and want to check out the game. And I'm going to cover what's currently allowed in the game and a review of what I think about it, what I think of it. So let's start by covering the first and most important thing, which is the ability to immediately buy a level 100 character. So wow, I guess that kind of completely kills the adventure aspect of the game. So you can immediately just hit the end game. And whilst this is something I really actually want coming back into the game, I feel like, as a semi-experienced player, I don't want to go through the grind again, the months of grind just to get up to level 100. Being able to pay for it immediately kind of kills the immersion of the game. I can immediately start the game and look like kind of like a general in the World of Warcraft. You start off with level 100, you get your own garrison, you get your own fortress. Yeah, that's kind of strange. I no longer feel like an adventurer, looking at this grand world. I can just immediately mount up and become a super mighty general with a small real-life transaction fee. Another change in World of Warcraft to make this game more accessible is the existence of WoW tokens. So these tokens are something you can pay with real money, and you can switch them out for in-game gold. In fact, 82,000 in-game gold for my token on my server right now. And this is really a no-brainer for me, reactivating my account and paying for the subscription. I feel like I definitely need to pay the extra money to get the full experience, and kind of fast track my experience. So I immediately went and bought out some WoW gold. And this used to be highly illegal, and there's good reason for this, because a lot of this game relies on farming and gathering your resources, even fishing, which is one of the aspects I liked. And the reason why you want to do that is to become wealthy in game. And with that wealth, you can really show off that wealth, or use that wealth to help out your guild. But now that you can pay real money for it, and this is totally legit, and there's no risk of getting banned, I feel like that whole aspect of the game has just been completely removed. Obviously, coming back in the game, I really want to go into dungeons and eventually hope to raid. So I took a look at the new dungeon finder, and I realized that I need to hit a certain item level before I can start heading into games. So I went back to the auction house, and with my newly purchased wild gold, I started buying pretty much all the gear I needed. So just by using a level 100 epic filter, I just started buying up everything on the market. And this is like quite good quality items. This is mythic, whatever that is. You know, mythic Warforged, level 716 gear. These seem pretty good, and in fact they are. The key objective right now is for me to boost up my item level, and I can really easily do that with just a few bucks. It's just like trivial. When you're deciding between drinking 2 more Pepsi Colas or buying an epic Warforged pair of boots, I think the answer is pretty clear. Where you should spend your money. You can save many hours getting this. So that kind of buying a gear immediately straight into when I first go into the game, it's kind of just defeats the aspect of adventuring or anything. It just feels like just plain out cheating. So anyways, if the game allows it, why not, I guess. So I went off and just bought everything available, and immediately the dungeon gear became useless, because dungeon gear right now is kind of like these blue items that are level 615, when I can start buying level 700 item level items. So why should I go into any dungeons? I mean, I would love to see the content, but I just no longer have any motivation, and you can see here, I just recently sold a WoW token for 82,000 gold. So that's kind of ridiculous. So the next thing is raiding. That's a big part of WoW, and that's something that you really need to prepare for. It's like, you kind of build up the anticipation by buying a lot of, getting your gearing up, then kind of enchanting your items. Then you even used to have to farm like food items and buff items to eat and drink whilst you're in a raid. Of course, you have the social aspect where you have to kind of build up a network of friends, start up a guild, get your 25 or 40 players, and then start raiding. That would usually take like half a year to do. But now with a click of button, you can just go to the raid finder. Now I'm at level. I still can't reach the highest raids, but I can definitely go through most of them. As my chosen class, it just takes let's see, according to this, 17 minutes. I probably can queue up for a few more. And I can immediately hit up this content. So that kind of something I really want. I think yes, I've done a lot of complaining here, and maybe that's because I'm a little bit disappointed, maybe, but also I feel like the current iteration of WoW just killed almost everything that was fun about it. Kind of the building up the anticipation to see content, and when you finally see content, it's amazing. Now it's all just a button click away, just kind of Call of Duty style, that considering how it's Activision Blizzard now. Just click a button, get into raid, and get loot. A lot of kind of hardcore WoW players that are currently playing the game would probably take the view that, well, raid finder is nothing like seeing the content through actual heroic raids, the harder versions of the game. My counter for that is, the reason why I play this game is to see the content, and once I've seen it once, I feel like I've done it, I've beaten it, and there's no longer any reason to play in hard mode. So I think that's kind of the thing that's killing the game for me now. I just feel like I go into a looking for raid group, and I have no feedback on how well I'm doing, because everyone's just it's easy mode. Everyone just can chop this boss down, and whether I'm doing 1,000 DPS or 10,000 DPS, it feels no one's gonna care at all whatsoever. And once I beat that, I feel like I beat that boss already, and it's time to quit the game. So that kind of pretty much summarizes my 2 hours of playing WoW. I've done one heroic dungeon, and I went through and done, I think, the first 3 raids, and I feel like I'm done with this game. Like 3 hours later, quite a bit of money later after, just getting all my gear, buying a lot of gear in an auction house. I feel like I've just seen what I needed to see. Just beat up a bunch of ogres, which is kind of like the current set of raids, and I can now just call it a day, which is kind of really disappointing. But I hope you guys really have a better experience. Please do comment on what you think, if I'm correct or whether I'm totally wrong and I should see more aspects of the game. But for now, it just seems like I finished this game in 3 to 4 hours. Guys, thanks for watching my video. If you have any, please do comment below, and ask away questions of what you can currently do WoW if you're in WoW, if you're interested. Yeah, thanks for watching.